Do you want to build strength in your arms, your shoulders, your chest? Do you know you need to work on your posture? Well, this class is just for you. Hey friends, it's Kate here. Thanks so much for joining me today. Now, I have got a Pilates class that is truly all about our upper body. In fact, I had a friend ask me if I could do a class just like this. She wondered if there was a way that we could do both upper body building and some nice gentle foam rolling afterwards. Both of these things are so incredibly important to help keep our posture upright to maintain a lovely supported upper body. Now I'm going to use a set of weights. They are a 3-pound pair. I would say 3 pounds or less would be great, or no weights whatsoever. And I do use a foam roller, one of the longer ones, a 36-inch foam roller. I'll have a link to the one that I use below if you're interested. If you don't have a foam roller at home, for 2 of the exercises we do with the foam roller, you can roll up your yoga mat instead and place it beneath your body as a support. That's always a nice way to do this. You could, of course, just do the first half of class and then finish up with your own stretching if you don't have the foam roller at home. So, roll out your mat. Let's get started. We'll just start in a seat, whatever feels good for you. And I do have my weights nearby. And again, if you don't have them, no big deal. Take your hands to the tops of your thighs, roll the shoulders back, lift up and out of the waist. Take a nice big inhale, dip your chin to your chest. Roll your right ear to right shoulder and pause. Lift the left ear up, press the left shoulder down, reach your left hand away. Now all I want us to do is flex our hand and then start to rotate it in and out, taking it as big or small as you like, just waking up the neck a little bit. And then pausing for a moment, take a big inhale, point your nose down to your shoulder. Really pull your chin towards the shoulder. Take a breath. Release your hand to your thigh. Roll your chin back to chest. Bring your opposite ear to opposite shoulder. This time lifting your right ear up, pressing your right shoulder down, extending your hand away. Give it a flex. Push the hand away. Take a breath. And then start to rotate it in and out. In and out. Once or twice more. And then hold the hand wherever feels good. Take a big inhale, point your nose down to your shoulder. Really pull the chin in, take a big breath. Release your hand back down. Roll your chin to your chest, bring your gaze upright. 3 times circle the shoulders backwards. 3, 2, 1. Circle them forwards. 3, 2, 1. Lift up and out of the waist, ears high, both hands up over the head. Hands behind the head, elbows wide. Take a twist right. Look forward, twist left. Look forward, let it go. Grab your weights. And then pull them up by your sides. I'm going to pull my elbows in, lift my head a little higher, take a big deep inhale. Let's slowly punch our hands away on a count of 4, 3, 2, 1. In 4, 3, 2, 1. Out. 4, 3, 2, 1. In. 4, 3, 2, 1. 2 more. 4, 3, 2, 1. In. 4, 3, 2, 1. Last time, slowly out. Hold it right there. Put a soft bend in your elbows. Roll the shoulders back. Lift out of the waist. Take a big inhale. Big breath out. All I want us to do is rotate so your elbows point back behind you. Rotate so your elbows point down. Rotate so your elbows point back behind you. Rotate them down. Rotate them up and down. Back and forth. For 3 and 2. Last 1. Hold it right there. Navel in, take a big inhale. Make a circle in front of your chest. Open them back off to the side. My elbows are still pointing back. Make a circle around or in front of your chest. Bring them back, open to the side. Exhale, cinch the waist as you curl in. Inhale, slide it open. Exhale, cinch as you curl in. Slide it open. 3 more, pull it in and out. 2 more, pull it in and out. Last one, bring it in, pause, touch the weights together. Take a full big inhale. Exhale, pull the circle over your head. Bring it right back down in front of your chest. Exhale, take the weights up over the head. Inhale, bring it right back down. I'm still trying to poke my elbows nice and wide. I don't want them to wing together or towards one another. 3 more, exhale, lift. Inhale, lower. 2 more, exhale, lift. Inhale, lower. Last one, lift up and pause. Navel in, chest high. Take a full, big breath. Now we're going to drop them towards our sides on a count of 4, 3, 2, 1. Lift. 4, 3, 2, 1. Down. 4, 3, 2, 1. Lift. 4, 3, 2, 1. Again, slowly open. Bring them nice and far down. Exhale, cinch the waist. Pull them right back up. Again, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lift. 4, 3, 2, 1. Last time down. Last time up and pause. Now touch the weights together. Push your hands up to the sky. Hug your inner arms towards your ears. Bend the elbows backwards. Exhale, push them to the sky. Bend the elbows backwards. Exhale, push them to the sky. As you bend, try to keep the elbows almost touching or hovering close to your head, not letting them wing off to the side. Are you splaying the ribs at all? Could you wrap them in? Could you pull your tummy a little bit closer towards the back of your spine? 3 more, down. Exhale up. 2 more, down. Exhale up, pause. Take a great big breath. Big sigh out. Flip your palms, open them a little wider than your head. Bend the elbows, bring them to your side. Exhale, push them to the sky. Bend the elbows, bring them down. Exhale, push them to the sky. Inhale, down. Exhale, cinch the waist up. Inhale, down. Exhale, cinch the waist up. 3 more, down. Exhale, up. 2 more, down. Exhale, up. Last one. Push it up, pause, navel in, head high. Take a full, big breath. Slowly drop the weights down to the ground. We'll push them over to the side. Sit up taller and straighter for a moment. Belly button and head high. Take a full, big inhale. Big breath out. Roll the shoulders backwards for 3, 2, 1. Roll them forwards. 3, 2, 1. Both hands lift high. Flip the palms, push them down. And grab your foam roller if you have it. I'm going to take my foam roller and bring it to the right side of my body. You know, right now it's nice and parallel, but I'm going to tip it inwards so the front edge is kind of pointing towards my front knee and the back edge is pointing away from me. I'm going to lie on my side and bring it right where my armpit and my back kind of meet. Hold there for a moment and just notice how this feels. If you want a hand behind your head, that's perfectly fine. All I want us to do from here is very lightly lean a little bit back. So it's more like you're on the back edge than right in the armpit. And if that feels too much, it's okay. Now, pretend there's something heavy in the palm of your right hand. Take a big inhale. Exhale, lift up the heavy object. Bring it right back down. Exhale, lift up the heavy object. Bring it right back down. Once or twice more, up and down at your own pace. And if this feels oh so sensational, you can make ugly faces. And you can also stop and pause. That's always okay too. This time, try to lift up the arm and hold and maybe circle the arm around, making sure to breathe. I know it's easy to hold our breath as we do that. Circle the opposite direction. And then letting that go. And then just lean back, open up across your chest. Look forward, push yourself up to a seat. We'll do that same thing on the other side. I'm going to take my foam roller and again, kind of angle it so the front edge is towards my knee, the back edge is away from me, and bring it into that spot where my back and my armpit meet. And maybe we just hold right here and we notice, oh wow, this side feels different. Maybe you're ready to take the hand away. I like to have my hand behind my head to support my neck, but you can do you. And I very gently lean back behind me, kind of looking up to the sky. And then I'm going to lift up my arm and bring it down. Lift up the arm and bring it down. And I'm pretending there's something big and heavy that's in my hand. It's almost hard to lift up the hand. Now this time, lift it up, pause, and we'll do a couple of circles. Take it in both directions. And then set the hand down, lean back, look up to the sky, just open up across the chest. Look forward, push yourself upright. Now from here, we're going to sit up and grab the edge of our foam roller. I'm going to use the lip or the edge to get in across my chest. Now I'm just going to touch it to the front of my body and give it a little hug. Now this might be really sensational at first, and you can play with how close it is to your clavicle or how low we bring it down across our chest. It's kind of up to you, but there's usually a sweet spot where I feel a little almost release of pressure across my chest, and I'm just going to pull it into the center of my body and push it back to that outside edge. Bring it in, push it out. The front of our pecs, the front of our chest can hold a lot more tension than maybe what we would immediately think about. So this can be a really surprising spot for some of us. It feels really good to me to put a deep amount of pressure in here, but everyone's a little different, and we're just focusing on our first side right now. Once I go straight across the chest a handful of times, I'm going to begin to lift up one arm and bring the foam roller into the armpit and then back across the chest. It's like I lower it down into the armpit and pull it back up. And if you find a spot that maybe has a few knots, I'll usually hold right there and kind of press down and start to move the elbow around a little bit. And that can be a very unique sort of feeling. And then let that go. And I'm going to move my mic over so I do not squish it. Just give me a second. And then we'll take it to our chest and we'll just push it along the other side. Really focusing on trying to keep it right across the front of the chest, not into the armpit quite yet. Just take that nice sway back and forth. And then when and if we want to, we'll start to lift up our armpit and push it down into the armpit and back up. Push it down into the armpit and back up. Feel free to make all of the ugly, ridiculous faces. I know it can be intense, that's okay. And then again, if you find a spot that feels nice, we can kind of hug or hold it there, maybe pressing down, and then start to move the elbow around. And yes, usually I find a spot or two that is in need of some extra attention, and I might make an ugly face myself because, yeah, it can be pretty intense. And then we'll just let that go. I'm going to take my foam roller long ways down the mat and sit on the very edge and lay all the way back down. It is important that we have both our tail and our head connected. We don't want one falling off. I'm just going to relax my hands off to the side and heel toe my feet a little wider than my hips, so it's not very challenging to stay up here. The more narrow your feet are, the more our abdominal muscles are going to have to work to keep us up here, and that's really not the point at the moment. Instead, just open up across the front of your chest. Really let your shoulder blades kind of relax and sink back into the foam roller, and I want you to start to sway side to side. And it might feel really nice to pause in one spot to hold there a little longer. You might go faster or slower than I am, it's okay. And eventually come back to center and hold. Reach your fingertips up to the sky and slide your shoulders away from the foam roller. And now wrap the tips of the shoulder blades in. Slide the shoulders away. Wrap the tips. It's like you're pinching or squeezing the foam roller. Once or twice more, just like that. And then this next time, pause, flip the palms so they're facing towards the knees, and I want you to bend your elbows as deeply as you can. Fingertips are still reaching up to the sky, but I'm trying to poke my elbows down behind me. Now, if we were in one of my Pilates classes and we were doing more abdominal work, I'd say to keep your low back touching the ground, but right now it's okay to arch a little bit, as long as it feels good in your body. Pull the elbows down, reach the fingertips up. Pull the elbows down, reach the fingertips up. One more time, pull the elbows down and pause. Hold there for a moment. Flip the palms so they're facing to the sky. So it's like you're making a little cactus shape. And then stretch your fingertips way high over the head. Your hands might touch the floor like mine are. They might be floating or hovering away. It's okay. All of our range of motion's a little bit different. And from here, I really want you to press down into your feet. Do press your low back into the mat and stretch long from your hip through your side body out. Your fingers give a little wiggle. Let that go. Stretch longer through the left side. Give your fingertips a little wiggle. Let it go. Stretch long through both. One more time, bend your elbows like a cactus. Start to reach your fingertips all the way down to your heels. Swim the hands up overhead and give yourself a little hug. Now, I'm not going to hug myself as deeply as you probably will because I don't want to smash my mic, but I am reaching for my opposite shoulders. And I'm just going to, again, take a little sway side to side. That might be harder to do with our hands lifted away from the floor. If you fall off your foam roller, know that I have too. Take a moment, just release your hands off to the side. Close the eyes, relax, take a big, deep inhale. Great big breath out. As you feel ready, roll off your foam roller to one side, push yourself up to a seat, and as always, my friend, give yourself a pat on the back. Thank yourself for doing something so good and just for you. I certainly hope you enjoyed class. I hope our posture is feeling so much better, and I cannot wait to see you again.